going on, everybody? Welcome to TTMS, homies. What's good, people? We put the shit low. Welcome to TTMS special number 17, guys. Hope you guys are having a good day, good week. It's been a hell of a week for us, guys. You know, we got Starfield coming out, but Starfield's out officially from yesterday. Early access, us guys were lucky enough to play early access, but it's been a lot of fun. A lot of people on Twitter, on social media, as soon as Starfield came out, they were getting exposed. It shows you how much they hate Xbox having an exclusive like Starfield. First of all, we talked about this many times. We're definitely gonna get into it, but when it comes to Starfield, we know for a fact that PlayStation wanted that game on lockers. We know for a fact that the Ponies were looking forward towards that game. But all of a sudden, because Xbox has got that locked down to one ecosystem and is not on that dog shit PlayStation 5, these ponies are upset. They're devastated. And it's gonna be listen, the game has just come out officially yesterday. Officially came out yesterday. And trust me, as time goes on, you're gonna see more and more people hurt. Cause PlayStation ain't got shit. Now before I get into it, let me give a shout out to you guys in the chat. Starting with Saltwagon, David Cohen, what's going on, Playboy? Xcoin. We got Louis Hennemez, Byron Morse, Amal Kafaji. What is good play? Doggy Dog 420, Long Live the Black Mamba. Zinks in the chat as well. Hyro, Jonas the Dad. What's going on, Playboy? Deploys in there. Xena, Victor clicks in the chat. What's going on, Killer? Hope you guys are doing good. Who else do we have? We got Shizno, Elite, Xena, Miss Marvel, Mr. Eldrick, Adidas 20 What's going on, Playboy? Who else do we have? Bavary 90, my detective out there. What's going on, Playboy? Delmos, what's going on? 8713. Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm doing good, guys, man. Listen, it's been a crazy week, crazy weekend. Michael, what's going on, Playboy? Let me get this camera right. Moby, what's good, Playboy? What is up? Now, before we get into it, let me give a shout out to the Long Live the Black Mamba with the 2. He goes, Bethesda really is really bringing out value. Hashtag God Howard TTS. Shout out to Mamba, you POS. And we got Adidas 20 with a 5. Starfield get a 10. I don't want to hear no critiques. Facts. You know Adidas 20 when it comes to that, we know what's that about. We know what was happening with that. Top notch with the 5. Went on the planet, he goes, he's seen a pony adjusting Jim Ryan's toenails. 10 out of 10. Oh, come on, top notch. There's no need for that, killer. There's no need for that, man. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. What's going on, Web Dave? Hope you're well. Real non-stop talent. What's good, Playboy? Yeah, Starfield, I was just playing Starfield before, and I got to a point, I don't think it's a spoiler, but I got to a point where it depends. Well, everybody's playing the game different, so you can do the side missions, build yourself up, your character up. There's so much to do in that game, and you could put 50, 60 hours in, and you're not even like 10% of the mainline story, the main quest. So that's the awesome thing about something like Starfield. Everybody's journey will be different, but I think the main story. I'm on the second artifact. Like when whoever's played the game at the start, you touch a certain artifact, it gives you all these flashes and images. I've gone to the second point of that at the moment. So some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. Some may not know because they're still playing that. But there's the second part of that. As you seen in the beginning, you kind of see something. So we'll definitely was it. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. A lot of guys saying the game is epic, and you know what? I can't disagree with that. The game is crazy. There's so much to do in that game, and so much details, and the way you build your characters up. And the side missions, if you're pushing on the side missions, some of them are crazy. Deploy, I think I'm on level 6 or 7 now. I think I'm on. Deploy 619. Drone TJ, what's going on? Amit Kumar, what is up? Well, I'm Al Kafaji is on level 43 play. 43 is on. Shit. I would have got a bit more time, but I was away this weekend. Last weekend, I was at my sister's. So, Crispy Rambo, what's going on? Why so serious? Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, just listen, take your time, man. Yeah, a lot of dudes, the Whoop Whoop kids got 58 hours into and he's level 24. So it's awesome to see the people, the homies, you guys in the chat enjoying this game. This is a brand new IP. a massive, massive game for Xbox on Todd Howard and his team. So it's awesome, bro. Yeah, like oh my, come on, I'm around about 5 hour mark now, I think so, and it's been good, bro. Like what I love about this is when it comes to Starfield, you, it's like certain things to that game. The elements are crazy, but one thing I love about this, and I'm hoping games in the future, some like most of these big, massive world RPG games, I was hoping Cyberpunk would have done the same. They can add a third person view in it. First, over the shoulder, and third, like the far distance third person view. That would have been awesome to see in Cyberpunk. I was hoping, I think I do still believe that in the future. I think a third person over the shoulder, whatever you want to call it, will come to Cyberpunk. But to have that option where people may want to play in first person when it comes to the shooting, but when you explore in the planets, you can go into third person. That's awesome. That's awesome. I know the previous games had it, the Fallout games, but it's nice to see that it gives the option for someone like myself who prefers the third person when it comes to the shooting mechanics, and the shooting mechanics are pretty good for this game. For a game like this is pretty good, so it's awesome, guys. But let's get into the main stuff where we talk about the hate. You know, when it comes to this, let me write this down. When it comes to this game, Snooky Jackson, what's going on, Playboy? What's good? Yeah, Xena, listen, this is a type of game where you can spend 4 or 5 hours just building the ship, building your character, or just doing a side mission. That's how insane this game is, and that's what we're talking about. Everybody's journey and the way they play this game is going to be totally different. Majority of people will, besides the main quest, obvious, will be different. Bugsy, what's going on, Playboy man? He goes, Sean, you the go. Yeah, you the go, Playboy. Nine lads, what's going on, man? Now getting back to Starfield, guys, we know the game is officially launched yesterday. We've seen a couple of things. What records is breaking? The biggest Xbox next gen game so far, and we'll definitely talk about that tomorrow, maybe on TTS or something. But what I want to talk about, because this is TTMS, so we love to talk that motherfucking shit. When it comes to Starfield, you've seen how much people listen. The games are 86 or 87 right now. I can't remember. That's a great score. But the way people are trying to downplay this, because on the other side there is no games for them. On the other side, PlayStation has not got a game like this in any of the studios. None of the studios can make a game like this. And that's why a lot of people are trying to downplay this game. G-Style, what's going on, Playboy? I'm good. Yeah, Dan Sicario, the score for Starfield is dope. Phase 114, 100%. You're right. It's the most played Series X game. That's what I'm talking about. It's the best. It's the most played next gen game so far. We're sitting in them interviews with Phil, but I'm not gonna bring that up because I want to talk about the hating part. What's going on there, my Playboy? Um, what's going on, man? Yeah, listen, Deploy 19. We could talk about that, and that's the beauty of this, guys. You can play in first person, you can play third person, or over the shoulder, and that's what I love about this game. And the story so far is really good so far, and it's just getting more interesting and more interesting. And it's awesome to see all of you guys putting in the time playing the game. And so some of the side missions I heard is great, which I'm going to be pushing on. Maybe the side missions, maybe tomorrow. One of the side missions I might do. What's going on, Ozzy? But I'm talking about the hateful Starfield. It's crazy to me. Like this game is reviewed well. People are talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. Even it's on the news, guys, on CNBC and all that bullshit. They're talking about this is one of the biggest launch for this team, for Xbox and Bethesda, and it's awesome to see that. But what's crazy to me is seeing that the hate for Starfield, and some people are going out of the way trying to make shit up. But some people always take it a step further, and I noticed this. It's more on the PlayStation side when they take it a step further. Because a certain person may be playing Starfield. All of us guys are enjoying Starfield, but when you post your screenshots or you just say something about Starfield on Twitter, what do they say? You're capping. The game is shit. The game looks like shit, Sean. You shouldn't be enjoying that game. How can you enjoy that game? That's the type of response you're getting on Twitter. That's the type of response I'm seeing on Twitter. When people are posting their screenshots, gameplay, or experiences, like, or maybe just asking a question like, how can I do this with the spaceship, the Frontier? How can I offload my items? Is there a quicker way? How can I jump across the mapping systems, the star map? Haters gonna hate 100%, but it's crazy to me to see that. Like, I'll give you a prime example when I pull it up on that. What's going on, Hauser? What's good? Yeah, come on, I did see that. That's how bad is it, bro? But let me show you a prime example, guys. Honestly, what's going on? And shout out to the homie. I've seen this before, but the clip is from the homie J Rock. You know, he's like kind of a producer, we would say. Now, everybody knows Alana Pierce. Alana Pierce has played this game, and obviously she's given it. I can't remember what score she gave it, but I think she gave it a decent score. You know, you get people that are upset, angry. Fair plays, but some people take it a step too far. AP99, I remember this piece of shit. The AP99. I remember when this guy was trying to talking about Game Pass. He was talking about Game Pass and he was saying that, you know what? Game Pass is a shit. Game Pass is amazing. And all of the Xbox homies kind of rocked out with him. They followed him on Twitter, I mean, on YouTube as well. And I remember me and the homie Dirt were talking about it. Don't fall for that bullshit. Do not fall for that bullshit. This dude is a hardcore pony. This dude will flip as soon as he sees something on his side, on the PlayStation side, he will flip. But everybody were talking about AP the 99. This is a dude that said some crazy shit about PlayStation headquarters. And once again, he's saying some crazy shit. And it's always on the PlayStation side. It's always on the... Sorry, 1 second. It's always on the PlayStation side where you get these ponies saying some wild shit. Now, Alana Pierce said this game is incredible. A lot of people are going to be playing this game for decades. Now, seeing this dude, now everybody knows Alana Pierce works for a PlayStation studio, which is Sony Santa Monica, the people that made God of War, the new ones. Now, as soon as this dude seen Alana Pierce reviews, do you know what he said? I don't know if I can zoom into this. I can't zoom into it. But he goes, listen, Alana Pierce should be fired for promoting Xbox games on a public platform like this. This dude is upset because Alana Pierce is talking about Starfield, how she's liking the game, what you can do in the game. And this dude, because she works for a PlayStation studio, Sony Santa Monica, this PlayStation dude, Pony, talks about, tagged her. He actually tagged Hurst and Cody Barlog. He goes, Alana Pierce should be fired for promoting Xbox games on a public platform like this. This is unprofessional and demonstrates a lack of loyalty and seriousness to the PlayStation, her employers. Do you see this shit? Now let me play this clip because Alana Pierce responded to this, I believe. Here you go, guys. Let me put the volume up. This is the shit I'm talking about, guys. Because it's the Xbox exclusive.
A particularly upstanding citizen of the internet here tweeted this in response to me playing Starfield. They said, Alana Pierce should be fired for promoting Xbox games on a public platform like this. Extremely unprofessional and demonstrates a lack of loyalty and seriousness to PlayStation, her employer, at Herman Holst, at Corey Barlog. Which, as an aside, Corey and I spent about 10 minutes before a meeting today talking about the stuff we were doing in Starfield and how much we were enjoying it, so good luck with that one. I'm also quite confident that if I DM'd Herman and were like, hey, how are you liking Starfield? He'd be like, it's great! A particularly upstanding citizen of the internet...
You hear that shit? AP99? You hear that shit? Cody Barlog and Alana Pierce were talking about the game 10 minutes before. How's Starfield? What are you doing in Starfield? Can't wait for Starfield. But these dudes get really upset because it's a brand new IP from Xbox, and this game was going to be multi-plat. But obviously, we heard about Sony was trying to get it as a time exclusive or maybe an exclusive at one point. But to see these dudes hit over Starfield because it's launched, everybody's talking about it as an Xbox exclusive, and that's the problem, guys. That's why these PlayStation dudes have a problem. I don't see. Listen, I throw shots here and there about Spider-Man, about this. I'll throw shots here and there, but you won't see me going on Twitter and saying this person should be fired. This person should be demoted or something. This person should not be playing this game on another platform. How many times have we heard Phil talk about the other platform games? How many times has he talked about certain games? Come on, man. Is it really that bad? Is it that bad that when Xbox has one exclusive game comes out and a big IP like this, people gonna talk about it? People can't play it? People shouldn't mention it? Xbox fans are capping when it comes to this game? This game looks like shit. The game is shit. That's how bad it is out there for these PlayStation dudes. This always happens when it comes to the first party IP for PlayStation. It always happens, no matter what. And it's a joke. It's a joke. You got people out there on Twitter trying to shit on this game non-stop for 24/7, making dedicated videos about one game. You don't see my punk ass making a dedicated video like 50 minutes long, for example, 1 hour long, bashing on one game. Fair dudes, I throw a shot here and there. Have a bit of fun. But I won't make a dedicated video for 25 to 50 minutes talking about this is what's wrong with the game. People are capping over this game. The game ain't that good. Why are people playing this game? What is wrong with the reviewers? We shouldn't be playing this game. That's how crazy is it out there to me, guys. And let me give a shout out to the homie G Style with the 5. Starfield is the shit. Sean, F these ponies and all of the haters. Facts, bro. F them. Absolutely F them, bro. And the homie Justin March, shout out to you for gifting 5 TTS membership, guys. Awesome, man. Awesome. 1 second, guys. Yeah, it's awesome, guys. To see, listen. Sorry, I just got distracted. Alright. I just got a text. I know you saw some there. But listen, it's awesome to see how all these ponies having a meltdown. Absolutely having a meltdown. And I love it, bro. But what not pissing me off, it's just frustrating. Why can't you just say, you know what, Xbox guys, you got a W. Let's move along. Let's go to the next game. Our Spider-Man 2 is coming out. Let's talk about it. They can't do it. Never ever in a million years. I don't know, homies in the chat, you guys in the chat will say, you know what? God of War was a good game. I like God of War Ragnarok. I really enjoyed that game. The Last of Us, great game, the first one. We can give it credit, but every single time, when it comes to a brand new IP for Xbox, and it scores a great score, 86, 89, 892, you name it, they will always downplay it. They'll always say the game is full. The game, you know what? The reviews are paid. You know, it's not about expecting from PS. It's always watch what's gonna happen when Forza Motorsport drops next month. You know what's gonna happen? Well, this game does not look better than GT. This game, even though it must go higher when it comes to the Metacritic and media, the media might give it more praises when it comes to the Motorsport series. But you know what's gonna happen? It's another Forza Motorsport game. Even though Forza Motorsport's been like 5-6 years now, guys, they're gonna say it's another Forza Motorsport game. And it's gonna happen. You know, people talk about God of War can't jump. That's them are shots, bro. Them are fine. But imagine non-stop every time PlayStation releases a brand new game, every Xbox dudes out there taking the piss out of it. The game is shit. Now, these guys said it's got an 86, and they're claiming it's a failure. That's how bad is it, bro? They're claiming it's a failure. When it comes to that, it's a failure. But what's awesome though, guys, is Phil talked about these numbers, guys. And as of today, guys, when these guys keep saying a failure, I want to share this quickly, guys. Today, the game, the game did launch yesterday. Today, Starfield exceeded 1 million concurrent players across all platforms today. Shout out to the players for making us reach that milestone. And shout out to Bethesda. Guys, 1 million concurrent players. And the game's got great reviews, guys. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic reviews. But it's hit 1 million concurrent players so far already. We know about the early access on Steam. People were paying $100 for that game. It shows you what type of game it is. It shows you how many people are excited when it comes to a brand new IP. And a game like this, a brand new IP from Todd Howard and his team. It shows you the hype for this game. If someone's looking for a over the shoulder graphic, insane graphic looking game, this ain't in for you. Is not the game for you. Because what you can do in this game, the multiple things, the layers and layers of these things, what you can do with the items, facts there. These dudes are saying Starfield flop because they don't understand what concurrent means. That's what makes me laugh. They're acting like that's 1 million sales. That's what they're acting like. They're acting like concurrent means. Do you know what? That's life. That's like that's 1 million sales. No, dumbass. That's 1 million concurrent. Concurrent means everybody's playing the shit at the same time, doing the same shit at the same time. That's what concurrent means. It's like podcasting. Oh yeah, there's 10 concurrent podcasts right now going on, bro. Like Xbox podcast is going on. But listen, 1 million concurrent players out there. This is what we're talking about. And people saying that's a flop. People saying, oh, what a shame this is. What a shame this is. 1 million concurrent only. But they're acting like that's. Do you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. They actually. Do you know what? They're stupid. They probably do believe. They probably don't know what concurrent means. Let's be real, guys. They probably don't know what concurrent means. They probably think, you know what, sales. And you know these ponies love the sales. They love the numbers. They love talking about PlayStation selling this much, PlayStation UK sales, box sales, physical sales. You know, these PlayStation dudes love talking about numbers. Absolutely love talking about numbers. But concurrent, come on guys, really? That is 1 million concurrent players across all platforms. That's a lot of people, guys. That's a weekday as well. It's not even a weekend. I wonder if it goes higher over the next day or two. Xboxer Mike, what's going on, Playboy? X going Dusty, top notch. Maurice Branch, Tapes, what's going on? They must be dumb, guys. Absolutely, they must be dumb. Listen, there's sometimes you just gotta just shut up. Just shut up. That's how easy is it, guys. Just shut the fuck up for once. Honestly, I just want them. Listen, it makes me laugh. Like when I see shit like that, I'm like, are we for real? Are we gonna make something out of this? Are we really doing this right now? Are you gonna compare it? Like they're trying to compare numbers that a game's been out for 5-10 years, sales versus concurrent. That's the type of shit they're trying to do, guys. That is the type of shit they love to do. These PlayStation dudes. And do you know what's crazy? When you look at some of these guys' tweets, if it's your regular ponies, they get a lot of likes, a lot of retweets, and they actually believe that concurrent means sales. Like that is 1 million sales. That's what they actually believe, guys. But what's crazy to me is they take it a step further. When I talk about a Starfield here, and we knew this was gonna happen. We knew this was gonna happen. But I'm telling you, right, I don't think the Starfield here will not stop until maybe Forza Motorsport comes out, early access. Iron Mike 404, the game is great. The game is great. Honestly, like I always told you this now. If I put 10, 12 hours into the game, if I don't like the game, I don't give a fuck if it's a first party or not. If I don't like the game, I'll drop the game. Simple as. I won't cap for the game. Oh yeah, this game is great. I'm just playing for this. If I don't like the game, I'm not gonna play it for the sake of it because it's an Xbox game. I'm playing the game. I got 5 hours in so far. I'm enjoying I'm enjoying the game, and I think what helps is the third person view as well. It does help. It absolutely helps. Yeah, there 1 million concurrent, bro. Phil talked about this, guys. This is the biggest launch for next gen game. This is the biggest launch ever for next gen when it comes to Xbox and Bethesda, probably in that sense. We can't make this shit up. Talk about pony cells. Talk about the brain cells. Look at this shit here, guys. Look at this shit. This is the shit I'm talking about. The hate does not stop only there. These dudes are willing to go all out. These dudes went to Xbox. And guess what, guys? Look at the reviews. 2.8. They out here. They out here giving it 1 stars. This is how much they hate Xbox, guys. When me and Dad talks about them, talk about these ponies, last generation, they hate Xbox. Absolutely hate them with deep inside their heart. They're willing to go out all out and go to the Xbox store and give it one star out of 5. And this is what I'm talking about. Look, it's 2.8 out of 5. This is the shit. This even started before the game came out. But now the game is launched, early access, and it's officially launched yesterday. This is what I'm talking about, guys. 2.8 out of 5. They are bombing the score, review bombing the score for Starfield. They're willing to go anywhere. Guys, listen. First it comes to 86 is a flop. Xbox has nothing to do with this game. Trust me, if the game was a 95 plus or some shit, that's what they run with. Xbox has nothing to do with this game, but they're still saying that kind of because it's not in the 90s. This Xbox has nothing to do with this game. But this is what I'm talking about. You got people saying shit feel, unplayable, or before real, unplayable. Is this what we're doing right now, guys? Just a much. Do you know what? I think you're right. They make it too personal, and they're willing to go like all lengths to downplay on Xbox first-party games. If 1 million concurrent players is not good enough, they'll move to the next goal. We talk about goalposts. Every time we talk about the goalpost, they'll move to the next one. You know what? The reviews are dog shit. 86 is a flop. How in the hell is 86 a flop? This is what we're saying. These dudes will keep moving the goalpost. And trust me, when someone like, say for example, like David Jaffe said something, I remember he did it by mistake. He was watching Seinfeld, I think it's called. And obviously, instead of Seinfeld, it put Starfield by mistake. I think it must have been an autocorrect. And Ponies ran with that shit. Absolutely ran with that shit. And they will catch anything that hooks on from anything. Wherever got a bit of a buzz. And wherever is that negative against Xbox, they'll get that. They'll tweet it out. And they get all of the clans to tweet that shit out. Make it look like, you know what? It's a flop. The game is bad. It's a disgrace. Why are people playing this game? People are paid. Whoever's giving it 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, Xbox paid them guys for giving them reviews, high scores. That's what I'm talking about, guys. And before I continue, let me get the homie Rain G4 with the 5. Microsoft destroys console sales with Game Pass. You don't need an Xbox to play Xbox games. Facts. Facts, guys. Let me get some water. Well, how many times does Phil need to talk about this? I'm going to talk about that interview tomorrow on TTS. And I'm sure the homie Dirt will talk about it today on the Darkman podcast. How many times does Phil need to say? How many times do we need to say to these ponies, the old ways does not work anymore? You guys are sticking to your old ways. And that's what PlayStation is changing direction when it comes to the live services games. This is what we're talking about. When they put in the games 2 years later on PC and the game doesn't sell like shit. I'm sorry, the game sells like shit. You're gonna see, that's why PlayStation does not put the games on PC. Bitch! If you put your games day one on PC, it will make a difference. If a game like God of War launched day and day on PC, trust me, that bitch would have sold more than 1 million copies. But when you're waiting 2-3 years, nobody's gonna buy that shit. Because the buzz is gone. Just like with Starfield. Everybody wants to play the game because the hype is surrounding this. Everybody's talking about Starfield. Us guys are talking about Starfield. The haters are talking about Starfield. Even celebrities are talking about Starfield. Developers are talking about Starfield. IGN, so like media sites are talking about Starfield. When everybody's playing the game and everybody's talking about it, you want to surround yourself in that hype. You want to be in that bubble. When you wait 2 years later, that shit's gone. The hype is not there anymore. And that's what we're talking about. When PlayStation drops a game 1-2 years later on PC, you think people are still gonna be hyped for that game when the game launched back 2 years ago? No. But these ponies are fucking stupid. That's the problem with these guys. The homie Mandingo McTickens with the 5. My replacement Series X will be here next week. I've started playing Starfield on my Samsung TV. It's not bad. My saves will save to my profile on my X. Facts, bro. Facts. And that's the awesome thing about this Mandingo. You gotta think about this. Your Series X it messed up in the I don't know lightning strike. I can't remember what you mentioned. Like you had a power outage or something. But it's awesome to see that, guys. It's awesome to see that. You know what? That ain't stopped you. Your Samsung TV, when Phil talks about on multiple platforms besides that dog shit, big bitch of a console, PlayStation 5, Phil talks about play your game anywhere. And he's talking about his gamers. Not the PlayStation gamers. His gamers play that shit on TVs, tablets, mobile, your XOS, or your PC laptop. That's what we're talking about. Mandingo with the 5. See that, Sean? I was able to send a super chat that wasn't sexual. I said nothing about my happy member that stiffens up around beautiful women. You POS. Shout out to Mandingo on that. I love when he comes up with that shit. Listen, they will never understand. That's right, top notch. They will never understand because they want to stick to the old ways and they believe in the console sales. Jim Ryan also is doing it. No, sorry. Let me take that back. Take that back a bit. As the businessman, Jim Ryan understands. When Jim Ryan talked about, listen, our games ain't cutting anymore. When games are costing over $200 million, and listen, Starfield was over $200 million, guys. Starfield was over $200 million. Just the game alone, I'm not sure about marketing, maybe another 100, because the marketing's been awesome. And shout out to our marketing director, Kid Smooth, for that. Marketing for Starfield has been amazing, guys. But when Jim Ryan talked about the 10s and 20s ain't enough anymore, he meant that shit. He wasn't saying it for the sake of it. He understands that these games are costing more and more. And if you want to push the limits, we got to put our games on other platforms as much as possible. Right now, PlayStation needs to sell the console. Once the infrastructure is up and running properly, they will push for that more games on PC. Starting with the live services game. And when they see the success, like for example, something like Factions, I'm expecting that game to launch on PC day one. I'm expecting that. And when they see the success, they go, do you know what? Let's do another game. Let's do another game. And as time goes on, guys, in a few years, they will be dropping the games day and day, more or less. Over time, they will do that. And that's what we're talking about. But these PlayStation dudes will never, ever understand. That's the problem with these guys. They will never understand. I'm telling you right now. And that's what makes me laugh. And this is... Honestly, like, guys, all I can say is enjoy the game. We're killing it. The game is doing great as well. And it's awesome to see, like, when people talked about the certain games are just going to sell. They will sell. And this is one of the games. And I'm sure a lot of people wanted Starfield to flop in Metacritic. People talking shit about it. And sales. But it's awesome to see Starfield. Look at this shit, you guys. Xbox zoom in. These are the Steam top seller games by revenue and that for the week and that. Starfield is number one, guys. Baldur's Gate 3 is third. Armored Core, Steam Deck's doing quite good. Yeah, Starfield is number one, guys. Oh shit, what's happening here? I think it's messed up. There we are. Starfield is number one, guys. That's awesome to see that, guys, ain't it? It is awesome to see that. Number one. And this is what we're talking about. Don't get me wrong, guys. Oh, sorry, you ponies, don't get me wrong. You stupid son of a bitches. Son of a bitches. When a game launches day one on all platforms, the sales is gonna be higher. Don't worry about console sales. Never worry about that shit. Put the games everywhere. Whoever's got a PC, a $5,000 PC, they're gonna play that game over there. Whoever plays on console, they will buy it there. There's no difference. And this is proof. This is proof in the pudding. Listen, guys. Starfield is the number one selling game on Steam this week. But guess what? The game's on Game Pass as well. But when someone wants to play a game on a certain platform or a certain like a platform like Steam, and they may not like Windows, they may not like Xbox, the Xbox console, they will buy the game where they want to buy the game. Number one game there, bro. Yeah, facts, bro. PlayStation's got no games. PlayStation's got no games this year. Only Spider-Man, that's all they got. Is that the best they got? Spider-Man? That's how bad is that. Do you know what it is, guys? And I talked about this last week. I think I've talked about this on WBG as well, on TTS. When it comes to certain games, sometimes they know, like, their own studios, the PlayStation studios. They must be thinking, do you know what? That ZeniMax deal was a big deal for Xbox, because none of our studios can make a game like none of our studios make games like that team. When it comes to Doom, Wolfenstein, Fallout games, the latest one, Starfield, none of our studios can make a game like that. And that's the same with Activision. When the Activision deal happens, ABK deal completes, what have they said? None of our studios can compete against a game like Call of Duty. That's what we're talking about, guys. That's why I think a lot of these PlayStation dudes get upset. Because they know when it comes to a game like Starfield, and the engine, guys, the creation engine is crazy, guys. Number 2, creation engine 2 is crazy. Is it the best looking engine? No. But what that game does and the details and what you can do in that shit, you can pick basically anything and interact with like these crazy amount of things. The physics in that game is insane. Insane. That's what that engine does. Now, if you want a good-looking game, you might have to sacrifice them features in the game. But the amount of shit you can do in that game, you pick up, you interact with a lot of objects, is insane. And that's the trade-off you gotta do sometime. If you want a game to do some crazy shit, like Todd Howard talks about, you could do this. Look, we've seen that video when one person collected 20,000 potatoes. He collected 20,000 potatoes and stored them on his ship. I think some of you guys seen that shit. 20,000 potatoes. That shit is crazy to me. Wayne, what's going on, Sills? What's good, bro? Dolanite, Prophet, Mark Smith, what's good, man? VT skills. That's what that engine does. Not every engine does. Every engine is different. What works for the studio? If someone's creating a game within the engine, that's the engine you're making for the game, because that's how you want the game to play. Now, people will always complain, "Oh, it doesn't look that good. It doesn't look that good." Bro, have you seen what that game does? It's mental. And I understand that's what they use the engine for. Because if they restart the engine... Now, one thing I was talking to the homie there about this, I would love to see maybe... Because they're under Xbox, they're obviously part of Xbox. I would love to see over time, when they're building the DLC, building upon this game, you can see people do some crazy mods. As time goes on, I wonder if they can update that engine. Maybe they can update the graphics packs over time. Maybe they'll give the team... Do you know what, team? Creation engine 2, let's update the engine, let's put more stuff into the engine, let's put more features into the engine. One of the features could be, do you know what, let's upgrade the performance, like make the performance better on consoles. Let's make it a better looking game. Let's update the creation engine 2. I wonder if they get a chance to do that. Now they're under Xbox. I would love to see that. But so far, guys, I know a lot of guys are enjoying Starfield, and that's amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Sean looks like oh come on, Don Sicario. I look like a potato. It's hot as a motherfucker, yeah. But I look like a potato. Come on, Playboy. Come on. The homie Carl Reed with the two. Come on, Sean. PlayStation also has MLB The Show this year. Is it this year or is it out next year? Sorry, it came out earlier this year, MLB. But you know what, Carl Reed? MLB does not count anymore. Why? Because it's on Xbox. That's why. Carl Reed, that's the thing about that game. When it comes to that game, they're known for this the scale and scope of the game, the size of the game. But would it be dope? Imagine they could update that engine as time goes on, get that engine to like perfection. That's an in-house engine now. The creation engine 2 is in-house, just like with Doom, with the idTech. That engine's insane, and that's what you want to see. Some of these engines are dope. When you have something in-house, build upon it, and I love to see it. I know some of you guys are calling me Mr. Potato Head. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. And guys, I want to show you something before I move on to the next thing. I remember there's a clip with Angry Joe. I think when they got announced or something on Starfield, this shows you like how bad these guys want. Someone like Angry Joe. This shows you how bad these PlayStation games want today and how bad he wanted it when it comes to Starfield. Because he was saying there's no chance, guys. Absolutely no chance that Starfield will be exclusive because they're losing out on all of that money. Do you remember that conversation? And shout out to my homie Beware90 for this. Look at this shit, guys. Here we go.
And that is changing the fucking game. Because let's assume that the next thing you gotta wonder is, are these going to be exclusive to the Xbox? Because all the fucking Sony fanboys right now are going, what the fuck? I am a huge fan of Elder Scrolls 6. What about Starfield? If you go to the fucking website,
no one has said what about Starfield.
I have said what about Starfield because I'm waiting for Starfield. You go to the website, they scrubbed the PS5 logo on there. What does that mean, guys? Yeah. Whoa, is this exclusive? Is that evidence that it's going to be exclusive? And that would be like a huge fuck you to so many gamers. How many fucking PlayStation 4s are out there? There's tens of millions of consoles, and and I'm here to tell you guys, there is no way that Microsoft would do that. Not only would the fallout be too tremendous, but they would lose so much money, Lebowski. They want to sell them on the PlayStation console.
Oh, for sure.
Because guess what? That money that a Sony gamer, a Sony fanboy, a Sony hardcore, fuck Xbox. Xbox is the worst. PS5 is the best. That money that come out of their pocket is going to go right into the pocket of Xbox.
Yeah. So Phil Spencer,
licensing fee.
Licensing.
You see that shit, guys? That's what we're talking about, homies. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. They were hoping. I remember them conversation, guys, when they were saying that, you know what? Starfield will never ever be exclusive. People talked about that shit. What's happened now, guys? You think Phil was full of shit? I remember when they said Phil is soft. Phil is weak. He's not a good leader. He doesn't care about exclusive. Punk? Is Starfield on that big bitch of a console, PlayStation 5? No, angry whore. Every single one of you ponies, kiss my ass. Every single one of you haters, kiss my ass. I'm glad that Phil slapped the shit out of you. Do you know what? Phil is a killer. Phil was waiting for this. When he got the opportunity, when he knew he could make moves, because the Xbox One had a bad launch because of all of that bullshit the media went against, all of that bullshit with the media and people, fans. When Phil got the opportunity, when he knew he was in the driver's seat, when he knew he can take off and lead the way he wanted to lead, He knew exactly what he was doing. Don't worry about Microsoft money, bitch. Starfield will be exclusive, just like with Indiana Jones. We heard it in the court cases. Phil pulled that shit away. Phil goes, PlayStation 5 logo, get that shit out of here. That game is becoming an Xbox exclusive. That's what we're talking about. Now these dudes were saying, never. They would never do that. Phil's not like that. He wants games to be played on all these other platforms. Them platforms can kiss my ass. Phil is talking about his ecosystem. That's what he's talking about. Play within our ecosystem. We allow you to play outside the console within our ecosystem. That's what it's about. Buy an Xbox if you have to. Buy a motherfucking PC. If you got a Samsung TV or LG TV. Play that shit on cloud. That's what it's all about. But these dudes I remember their conversations when they were saying, you know what? There's no chance they'll make Starfield exclusive. They're losing too much money. The game is launched. It's the game on PlayStation 5, you punk ass bitches. Nope. The game's not on PlayStation 5. That's why a lot of you bitches are hurt. You whores. I hate you. Punks. Rain G4 with the 5. Sean looks like a sales broken. Is it broken or broker? PS5 to Desperate Ponies. Well, sorry. Sales broken. PS5 to Desperate Ponies. I don't know what you're talking about, Playboy, but I appreciate the 5, bro. Dolan Night with the 2. Like Phil Spencer said on NBC, buy an Xbox. Facts, bro. We'll definitely talk about that tomorrow on TTS, guys. Xbox will always expose these bums. They will always expose these bums. As time is going on right now, right here, right now, the future is bright. Xbox has games now. Xbox has games. And as time goes on, games are going to be dropping left, right, and center. And they're gonna be hurt. And on top of that, when the first party games are dropping, Game Pass is dropping gems. Texas Chainsaw, Sea of Stars, multiple games coming out. That's what we're talking about, guys. It's not only first party games now. It's about fucking games dropping in Game Pass day one as well. Making them deals. You seen what's happening with the Final Fantasy? You seen what's happening? Phil Spencer's Square Enix. The Final Fantasy game is coming to the platform. I know I read that wrong, bro. It is what it is. Sorry about that, Rain G4. Phil Spencer's making deals with Square Enix and Japanese publishers and developers. That's why they're hurting. Phil is killing every one of these narratives they created last generation. Every one of them narratives are dying. Half of them are dead. Xbox has no games, that's dead. The only thing they got, Xbox does not have the Japanese developer support on it. That's slowly dying. Over time, that is dying. The only thing they got is console sales. That's all they got. That's all they got right now, guys. And it makes me laugh. Absolutely makes me laugh. But over time, you think Starfield, this is the beginning. I know like some of the people talk about this is the beginning. This is the time when we talk about avalanche of games. Games, they're dropping. Phil talked about aspirations. It's a plan now. They're planning on dropping 4 games per year, first party games. It could be more. But they want to hit minimum 4 first party games per year, and you're gonna get the gems in Game Pass as well, like the smaller games or maybe the AA, AAA games. On top of that, when you get 4 first party games, and some of them gems like Sea of Stars, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, how good is Game Pass? How good is the Xbox brand then? How good is that ecosystem? I love it. Now, Labs, where is Sony's roadmap? They ain't got one. We're still waiting for that secret showcase. The forgotten one with 10. I can't stand these hoof-clicking bitches. You know what? The forgotten one? I'm with you. Every time I see some shit, They're always talking shit about Xbox. No matter what game is, always talking shit. Call me with the 5. Shout out to you, homie. Problem for Sony is Phil is no longer forfeiting games. He's making them fight for them timed and paid exclusive. Look what he did with Square Enix and Baldur's Gate 3. You know, Carl Weeb, you make a great point there, and we were talking about it just now. There comes a time when you have enough of that shit. There's only so much shit you can take. We heard it in the. If you guys had the opportunity to listen to the court documents over the ABK deal, Phil had enough of that shit. Phil and his team even sat about saying some of the deals they make Sony, some of the deals that Sony makes with the marketing is next level. They can't even mention the game, and that's what people think. Something like Harry Potter is a first-party game only on PlayStation. You think that doesn't piss you off? Imagine running a company in the gaming industry. You're trying to get games and you can't even talk about the game because someone's done a marketing deal. You can't even mention the game on your YouTube channel. Or maybe Twitter, social media. That's what I'm talking about. Phil had enough of that bullshit. And when the time came, look what he's doing right now. Every narrative. That Baldur's Gate 3, guys. I'm going to talk about that Baldur's Gate 3 in a bit because these PlayStation dudes were capping for that game. I'm going to transition into that shit. But let me get a super with the Range J4 with the 5. I want Vodka to design my ship Starfield. He's a beast with customizing. Bro, I need to see what he's done, bro. What has he done? Dr. Vodka, what have you done, bro? In the Starfield, what have you created so far? I'll check you on Twitter if you're on Twitter, bro. And call me Raiden Blade. What's going on, Playboy? I'm standing on. He goes. Raiden Blade goes. I'm standing on my square. Wolverine is coming to Xbox. Disney loves money, bro. I would love if that shit happens, but if a first party studio is making it, but let's see. It could be interesting to see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting to see. Now, I want to talk about this Baldur's Gate 3 for a quick second. Then I want to talk about this PlayStation Plus. These guys capping for it. 53 minutes. Now, you guys remember when Baldur's Gate 3 were coming out, PlayStation dudes were claiming that as an exclusive game. PlayStation guys were talking about Baldur's Gate 3 is the best RPG ever. And it's exclusive to the PlayStation. It's coming first. And at one point, the team said we will get to the Xbox port as time goes along. But our target is PC. Then we launched it on PlayStation, which is launched yesterday, I believe, Baldur's Gate. And then later on, we'll bring it to the Xbox. We had no date, but now we got a date. It's coming this year, in the next 2 months or so. But PlayStation guys, before that, were capping for this game. Baldur's Gate 3 is the game of the generation. Baldur's Gate 3 is the real RPG. Starfield ain't got shit on Baldur's Gate 3. PlayStation dudes were hyping the shit out of this game. So for me, guys, when they were hyping the shit out of this game, I was saying, you know what, you're not gonna like this game, guys. It ain't the sad dad over the shoulder having a bow and arrow or some shit, climbing mountains and all that kind of bullshit. It ain't that type of game. But you know what? I go, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, they might buy the game. They might enjoy this game. Because Baldur's Gate 3 is like a 96 on Metacritic. 96, 97. So do you know what? Maybe PlayStation dudes will go out there and buy it. Maybe they'll support it. But guess what? The game launched after all of that bullshit capping, after all of that shit talking, guys. It's unbelievable to see what Baldur's Gate, the sales on PlayStation right now. I want you guys to look at this shit here. I want you to look, Xbox, zoom in, look at this shit. I'm gonna have some water and I want you guys to look at this shit. After all of that capping, after all of that shit talking, after that build up to Baldur's Gate 3, talking about this is the exclusive to PlayStation, PlayStation's got a banger. It's a 97 Metacritic. After all of that, putting that together, look at this shit. Only 2,000 plus people own the game. Only 2,000 plus people own the game, and these pieces of shits have the nerve to talk about Starfield concurrent plays. Only 2,000 people. Bitch, when it came to early access with Starfield, did you see them Steam numbers? Over 200 plus thousand on Steam numbers alone. They were saying 1 million on Steam, 1 million on Xbox with early access. But bitch, look at this shit. You guys are known cappers. 2,000 people own the game. The way you guys were talking about this game is that you guys is going to be selling like 1 million day one or some shit. This is real. This is real. I'm not making this. Let me zoom out 1 second for you guys. Here, PSN profiles. PSN profiles. Look at this shit here. I'm not making this shit up. Look at this shit. How many times did these dudes cut for Baldur's Gate? Please tell me. How many times did they cut for this game? Leading up to this game. And it's only got 2,000 people that own the game. And this shit talk about Starfield having 1 million concurrent players yesterday. Windows 79, what's going on, bro, man? Hope you well. Hi, bro, what's good? Let me get this and you guys can take a look at this. Look at the screen, guys. Top notch with the 5. Found an empty roadmap magazine for PlayStation and Starfield. You found a what? Sorry, let me read that. Found an empty roadmap magazine for PlayStation and Starfield. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Guys think I'm making shit up. You guys think, sometimes guys think, Sean, this can't be real. This can't be real, man. After all of that capping, you expect the game to have more than 2,000 people owning the game. Owning the game. Let's be real, if Baldur's Gate got like an 82 or some shit, they wouldn't cap for it as much as it got a 97. These dudes were so concerned about Baldur's Gate. Sorry, they were so concerned about Starfield like the homie Adrian's talking about. They were like, you know what, we need a game that can compete on that level. Let's see what Baldur's Gate 3 will get on Metacritic. Oh shit! It's got a 97. It's a PlayStation exclusive. That's it, let's talk that shit, let's cap for it. After all of that capping, only 2,000 whores. 2,000 pigeon-chested whores have bought the game. How sad is that? How sad is that? Starfield's got over 2 million people play the game so far. 1 million concurrent players yesterday. Concurrent players at the same time playing the game yesterday. But look at this shit here. 2,000 people, that's it. With recent players. This shit's... they make me laugh, guys. These guys are clowns. Absolutely clowns. Clowns. And talking about clowns, guys, I'm going to end it with this. Talking about clowns. 59 minutes. Guys. Let me get this super. Spoony Love with the 1,000 yen. What's going on, my brother, man? I hope you're doing well. He's in Japan. Gotta work in the AM, so I'll catch and catch you on replay. Just wanted to wish you a good show and say that some of the moons on Starfield look like they were inspired by DC guy's face. Oh! Shout out to Spoony Love, man, and talk that shit, bro. You have a good time, and I'll try to catch you on TTS. I know he's late for you, Playboy. But he's late for you. Now, guys, Baldur's Gate 3, guys, listen. The game everybody talks about, it could be a great game. I don't know about the Metacritic, but it could be a great game. But the PlayStation dudes were capping for it because T-Pain, what's going on, Playboy? Because it was going to be on a PlayStation platform. But you know what happened? Phil went out there and dealt with that bullshit. It's coming to the box soon as possible. Now, talking about clowns, I want to talk about this PlayStation price hike. Now, some of you guys, we talked about this a little bit. The price hike, it's got like up to like $40 on the premium edition. $40 on the normal ones, like $33 and $30. But guys, let's be real. Nobody likes price hikes. Nobody likes price increases on insurance, house bills, fuel prices, Anything. Who likes price hikes? Nobody, guys. Even with Game Pass going up $2, nobody likes it, but it's understandable. $2 is $2. But if Game Pass went up $20, that's a problem. If Game Pass went up $40, it's a problem, guys. It's a big problem. But PlayStation out here put their premium prices up to $40 when it comes to the premium, and $33 or $30 on the normal ones. That shit is crazy to me. But what's crazy to me is, guys, is that people are celebrating it. People are happy with the price hike. You should never ever be happy with the price hike. John Wolf, 100%. Starfield has destroyed them. It's broken their heart. You got dudes talking about the menus. 100%. He's talking about the splash screens. The Starfield is destroyed them. Simple as it's killed them. But getting back to the PlayStation price hike, guys. Guys, be real with me in the chat. Who likes price hikes? Just be honest with me. Does anybody like price hikes? Nobody likes price hikes. Who likes price hikes on fuel, bills, games, services, Disney Plus, game? Who likes it? Nobody likes that shit. Let's be real. Jigga J, what's going on, my brother? Let's be real. Nobody likes that shit. I don't give a fuck if it's an Xbox, PlayStation, wherever the fuck it is. Nobody likes that shit when it comes to price hikes on anything. I don't give a shit what you say. I don't care. If you guys are going to go watch a football game, they put the price up. You gonna like that shit? Be real. You gonna like that shit? Nobody does. But for some reason, these dumbass ponies love that shit. Especially this punk ass bitch. I've gotta say it. Xbox zoom in. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Let me have some water because I'm gonna finish up with this topic. This is the shit I'm talking about. Shaking my head, Fox Trey Frizzy. Happy PS Plus price increase day. Yeah. More money to spend. Do you know what? Jigga J, Fox, charge them more. Charge them more. Do you remember when the Xbox price hike happened? What happened in 24 hours? Xbox got slapped the shit up. They reversed that shit soon as possible. They reversed that shit within 24 hours. Because we didn't like that shit. We talked about it. We don't like price increases. But dudes out here talking about price increase. Yeah. Let's go. More money to spend on PlayStation. Jim Ryan is my daddy. These fools are... dumb. Yeah, dumb. Dumb, yeah. Jim Ryan's really pimping these punk ass out. That's why I keep saying these motherfucking ponies out there on them street corners selling their bitch ass for them $70 games. Now they're gonna be selling their punk asses for the price increase for PlayStation Plus. I don't know what to say anymore. Honestly, guys, I'm losing some brain cells. I'm losing brain cells. You know, nobody talked about this. They talked about it for 2 minutes, and what happened? They went back to bashing Starfield. It's crazy to me, guys. Look at this shit. Absolutely crazy to me. Celebrating price increases. Come on, man. Come on. At least say some shit that, do you know what? I'm not happy with this PlayStation. I'm a premium user. You're increasing the price by $40 per year. Really? You guys could have reversed that, but you know what? Jim Ryan knows for a fact he can get away with it. And the reason why he knows because you guys are dumbasses, that's why. You guys are No, when I say these guys are pigeon-chested whores, that's some real shit. That is some real shit. I'm not making shit up. That is some real shit, and it shows you guys. It shows you. These guys will celebrate whatever PlayStation does. When the PlayStation price increase happened, they celebrated it. When PlayStation came up with that dog shit PlayStation Portal, celebrated it. When PlayStation took away the Bluetooth features and made it in-house only, and you only can use PlayStation Bluetooth PlayStation Link earphone buds, they loved it. When PlayStation increased the game prices to $70, they loved it. What's next? What's next, guys? Let's be real. What is next? What is the next increase? I got no idea, guys. Are they gonna put the controllers up? Is the new PlayStation Slim, whatever you wanna call it, gonna be priced higher? Is it gonna be the same price as the physical console, the digital version? I got no idea what's the next step. But dudes are here really celebrating price increases. I don't care who you are. Nobody, even millionaires, would say that's how the millionaires don't want to pay more for shit. Who wants to pay more for the services or something to buy or use? Essential, even full food prices. You think I like to pay more for food, for bread, milk, eggs? Bitch, eggs went up to 50%. Shit, double the price. You think I like to pay what's it, $10 for £7-8 for eggs? When that shit used to be $3.50, $2.99. Who wants to pay more for shit? Nobody. And that's essential shit. That when I'm talking about food, we've got to buy that shit. But when it comes to these services, guys, you're really celebrating PlayStation price increases there. You're willing to spend more money. It's sad, guys. Absolutely sad. It's sad that it's come to this, guys. That dudes are really out here spending that shit. Really? Really, I don't know. Honestly, guys, I got no idea, man. What to say? Honestly, I'm lost. Sometimes I'll be lost for words. Like, how can you be happy with that? How can you be happy with something like that with price increases? Your car insurance, it could, well, yeah, don't worry about it. Whoever the company is in the States, it's like me saying, yeah, don't worry about it. I forgot the UK, some company in the UK insurance group, for example, TTS. Yeah, man, charge me double the price. Don't worry about it. I love paying more. I love paying more. Who doesn't want to pay more? Yeah, don't worry about it. Do you know what? Supermarket, charge me double for them eggs. I don't mind. I love it. Triple if you have to. Punk ass bitches. Rain G4 with a 2. Ponies. Baldur's Gate 3 was a Pornhub exclusive. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Only 2,000 people that bought that game. Harrow with the 5. DC guy has more craters on his face than Ponies Baldur's Gate 3. Come on, Playboy. You don't need to kill him like that, bro. But you ain't lying. The board game running game with the 2. Starfield is gapping ponies them ponies. They hurt. It's gap, bro. They gapping big time, bro. Big time, Playboy. Shout out to you, homie. Forta bro 117. Shout out to you, member for 1 month. Ponies are clowns. Shaking my head. Facts, bro. And the homie Drone TJ. Do you really lose all your stuff in New Game Plus in Starfield? Guys, can you answer that? Can you answer that? Anybody who's completed the game, do you really lose all your stuff in New Game Plus in Starfield? What do you mean by stuff? I think your abilities and your skill points will still be there. But your stuff, I'm not sure, bro. Drone TJ, are you talking about? Let's put it in the chat. Are you talking about your abilities, like your skill points? Do you lose that? Velsky goes, yes. Is it the items you lose, or do you lose your skill points? Let me know, guys. Let me know. You even lost your house, bro. I've not been to my house yet. You know that. You only lose money and items, but you keep your skill points. Oh, that's still okay, that bro. Just items and money. That's fine. As long as you keep your abilities there, I'm good with that. Because obviously your abilities, as long as they're there, you be okay, guys. But listen, the game, you can play the game the way you want to play. If you're afraid, if you don't want to complete the game straight away, do you know what? Do a couple of side missions. Get about 10 hours out of that. Then you want to push on the story. Push on the story. And if you enjoy the game that much, new games plus, and they talk about there's like a secret type of ending or it kind of continues, go for it. Yeah, I don't think you lose your skills, but I think you lose your guns and money. I think you keep your abilities. You only keep your skills. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is. So it's up to you, bro. If you don't feel like you want to lose your guns and money, play the game. Just do some side missions. Some of the side missions I heard they're incredible. So I'm gonna tackle some of the side missions. We'll see how it plays out. Guys. But guys, listen, I gotta go. I gotta help one of my friends out as well with the car. Starfield is amazing in Veggie voice. But you guys, shout out to 200 plus year. I had a lot of fun on that. Don't forget the homie Dirk Greety will be going live today as well on Darkman podcast. We got TTS tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, hopefully, and we'll see how things plays out. We'll see how it plays out, guys. But guys, enjoy the games. Xbox has games. Starfield is a killer IP, and PlayStation dudes are upset about it because they can't play that shit. That's what they're upset about it, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We had a lot of fun. You know, when it comes to TTMS, I kind of keep it within 2-3 topics. I just love to talk shit about certain topics. So, guys, play Starfield. Enjoy it. And hopefully we'll get to talk about it more tomorrow on TTS with the homie Dirk Greety, guys. And let me leave you with a classic, guys. I'm out.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.